Hej, cześć, witajcie w następnym odcinku z gry Tales of Arise. Kontynuujemy w siedzibie srebrnych mieczy i zobaczymy co dalej. Tak, merchanta chciałem zobaczyć. Forge weapons, craft weapons. Grouper flute. Tak. Coś tam kasy będzie.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
I dobra. Teraz tak. Mieliśmy iść do lasu. Display map. Order our forest. Dobra. Odebrać nagrodę.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Co tam masz dla nas, królu? Scarlet Inherited Code.
Look,
O, i
it's all
skit.
the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Fajnie interpretują
Maybe
te
he's arguing
słówki.
back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not. I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it. From both of them.
Podziękowania.
Hoodle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Linwell martwi się o to, że Hoodle będzie chciał tu zostać chyba. Inherited Code. Ten mi się wydaje taki fajny. Ten już nie jest zły. Ale chyba ten. O, okulary idealnie pasują do Rinwell. Nie powiem. Coś tam. Hebaki. Dużo nie mamy jeszcze dekoracji. Ale mały upgrade, jeżeli chodzi o skina. Nie tu chciałem, dobra. Tyslodia. Tysloden. Ale... Idziemy. Zobaczymy, co tam będzie.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Zajmiemy się tym.
Right.
On nas poprosił o to, żebyśmy się zajęli z uglami przy wejściu do tajnego przejścia do Sysloden. Poprzez jego nieuwagę się tam nagromadziły. Tak, może... Szczerze powiem, nie mam zbytnio questa, żadnego głównego. Mamy się tylko przejść po mieście i zobaczyć co i gdzie. Tutaj jest... A. Wiecie co, może zrobimy tego questa od razu. Tak.
Finally.
Nie tu chciałem.
If only
Dobra.
we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Loading za loadingiem będzie przez chwilę, ale to
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
z mojej winy. A se powalczymy trochę.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Tak, mamy
Feel.
wiatr,
In here.
wiatr
These ones
i wiatr.
rings around us. Do it. This ends now.
No i mamy strajk. I koniec? Myślałem, że dłużej to będzie trwało. Ale okej,
That looks like the Zoogle we were told about.
nie narzekam. Ten jest na wiatr. Tak, dobrze kojarzę? Tak, wiatr.
In here. Sleep now.
To co? Tajfun? Znaczy cyclone. Tajfun to jest wodny.
How could a girl ever say no?
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
Crossblade.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Raging cascade.
Woda nic nie zrobi.
Air thrust. Dance with the wind. Air thrust.
Podrzucamy sobie trochę teraz. I po gruperach. Dobra. Teraz berserków.
Hi, Hoodle.
Tych chyba nie wiem jeszcze jakie mają
Lightning condemned.
weakness.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Może elektryk,
Here's a healing arc. Dance with the
wiatr.
air thrust. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation. Lightning condemned. Sealed.
Ale ten mógłbyś nie umierać? Bym podziękował bardzo. Aż ją właśnie się nauczyła nowego ataku. Fajnie, fajnie.
Blah, blah, blah. Madness. Divine savior.
No i uciekł.
These little ones ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Dobra. Divine Saber.
Here's another. Bullseye. I'm out. Hit. One left. Raging cascade. Do it.
Czekam tylko aż odblokujemy te jak to się nazywało? Arts, Special Art, coś takiego? Mystic Arts? Bo w każdej serii z Talesów to tam były. Dopiero się odblokowywało po jakimś czasie. No. One są dość fajne. Nie powiem. Zobaczycie później, jak je odblokujemy.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I z tego, co kojarzę z innych gier Talesów, to są jeszcze ostateczne Mystic Artsy, które są, no trzeba się trzeba coś zrobić takiego dodatkowego pod koniec gry, żeby je odblokować, z tego co pamiętam. Na przykład ten w Tales of Berseria na końcu gry ostatni dungeon trzeba było zebrać jakieś te klejnoty i pokonać 7, tak, bo 7 chyba było tych 7 albo 6 głównych bohaterów. Tyle trzeba było pokonać bossów i każdy z bossów miał odpowiednik no, ostatecznej Mystic Arts. Ciężko jest je wykonać podczas walki też, także...
Right. Any Danans accused of dissent against the Slodia's lord are rounded up and brought here, then put to work. It's a fierce deterrent.
And you think Zephyr might be in there with them?
Może.
I want to see what the lights are all pointing towards. Take us there.
You can see where the floodlights converge from all the way over here.
I want to take it.
Mamy skit. Change party leader. O,
Closer
Limon.
look. There's something I need to confirm.
What could possibly be worth the risk of us all getting spotted?
You'll find out when we get there.
Powiem tak, no. Lepiej ten ciemny niebieski pasuje do Limon niż ten taki blady niebieski.
Be careful. If anyone's even a little suspicious of us, they'll report us immediately.
Right. It's not just Snake Eyes we need to watch out for, but other Danans too.
Wszystkich.
Still, there are a fair amount of people out on the streets. Isn't it safer to stay at home?
That's the thing. If you stay cooped up too long, people start to suspect you're hiding something. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So people feel like they have no choice but to turn others in so they don't get in trouble. What a miserable way to live. At the very least, we should probably go someplace where there aren't so many... Shion!
We already stick out here like a sore thumb as it is. So I think it's better if we just walk confidently out in the open. Don't look anxious. Just walk firmly and look like you have a destination in mind.
What, is sticking to the plan too much of a hassle for her? This is why Renans are the worst.
I don't know if it's a Renan thing or not, but she does have a point. Anyway, we're not gonna get anywhere just standing around. Let's follow after her.
Tak, podążamy za Shion. Niestety, no, co prawda to prawda, wyróżniamy się i to bardzo. Patrząc na innych, normalnych cywilów, no to tak.
Everybody walking around looks so depressed.
Can you blame them? They live under the cover of darkness day and night. It's bound to wear you down.
Not to mention all the snake eyes roaming around. Laughing, talking too loud, or just about anything that makes you stand out can get you killed.
Widzę, widzę. Zobaczmy, co tutaj jest. Alejka. Czyli tu mamy iść. A co tu jest? Przejdźmy się zobaczyć tutaj też okolice. Czy nie ma jakiejś skrzyneczki? Albo jakiegoś luciku? Nie ma. Nie ma, nie ma.
Hey!
Mhm.
No.
Aha, to tak. Ona została sprzedana. Powiedzieli, że chodzi dalej niż swój dom i swoja praca, to pewnie konspiruje z tym buntownikami i no. Także ją wysłali też do latarni.
Hey.
I tu mamy sprzedawcę. Ten, który ją sprzedał.
Why you? Huh? Why you? Sorry.
No, trzeba uratować Zefyra. Tędy jak pójdziemy, to gdzie? Dotrę? A tu będzie chyba wyjście z tego miasta. A tutaj alejka. A tu jest taki skrócik. Dobra, dobra. Do centralnej plaży.
A spirit vessel. I thought as much. So they're pumping it full of light.
No, not light. Astral energy. Of course. No wonder this realm's so dark. It's as though there's a pall over the sky even during the day.
Except it isn't dark. Not really. The light's just being diverted.
Diverted?
Suck up all the light, and all that's left over is darkness.
What's the difference?
Darkness exists as an actual element of astral energy, just like light does. Didn't you know that? Let me break it down for you. Astral energy exists as different elements. There's earth, water, fire, and wind, as well as light and darkness.
Standardowe elementy.
But dark astral energy only exists on Rena, and light astral energy on Dana. So, dark energy isn't harvested as part of the crown contest.
She's right. It's the same reason why I can't wield dark energy, and similarly, why no Renans can use light energy either.
The only exception to that rule on the Renan end is likely the Lord here, who has the Light Master core.
Whatever the case, it looks like they're collecting light here the same way they were fire back in Calaglia.
From what I hear, there used to be a proper day and night cycle in Cyslodia ages ago, but apparently, over the last 300 years, the darkness spread from Cysloden and covered the whole realm.
That's crazy. I can't believe the Renans found a way to steal even our own damn light.
We shouldn't linger. Let's keep moving before someone spots us.
Spoko, spoko. Czyli tak, Rimua nie może używać
Wandering around blindly is getting us nowhere.
ciemności jako elementu.
We can't just ask for it. So what if we sneak in and take it instead?
I wasn't aware you knew how to be sneaky.
Hey, look over there!
O,
That's Zephyr's son.
Law.
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 I don't know. Something doesn't feel right about all this.
Are you kidding? He's practically gift-wrapped for us.
Hey, what are you?
Fajna spluwa, Shion.
I remember you. What do you want?
We don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk quietly. Deal?
Make it quick.
Where are you keeping Zephyr? We're here to rescue him.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Isn't he your father?
Oh yeah, easy to forget that. After he abandoned me.
Abandoned?
It's the truth. All my old man ever cared about was sticking it to the Bright Eyes. He never even made it to Mom's funeral.
So you become an agent for the local lord?
You got a problem with that? You're not exactly one to talk, keeping company with a Renan woman. You think you know her, but wait until she has a choice between you and her people. I may have become an agent for the Renans, but at least I'm here trying to soothe the agony of my people from the inside. What's your excuse?
I don't buy it. No. You're running because you're scared. You think you're the only one who's had to suffer?
What the hell do you know, you... What the... Damn you!
Word to the wise, people like you
Enough.
make me...
Ciekawie, ciekawie.
Look, I don't know what happened between you and your father, but what I do know is that when you fought back at the village, he wouldn't raise a hand to strike you. I've never seen Zephyr back down from a fight, but he could never hurt his own son. And when he said he was staying behind, I think it was because he wasn't willing to abandon you.
Nie kolejnym razem, nie?
If you know anything, then tell us, please.
I don't know where they're keeping my dad now. All I've heard is that they're going to publicly execute him in the plaza in front of headquarters.
Execute?
Ciekawie, ciekawie.
Thank you. You did the right thing.
To będzie trzeba go uratować.
Why are you so determined to help my father?
Zephyr is the reason I took up the sword. He taught me how to think for myself. And I want to learn more.
If they're going to execute him in the plaza, then it'll be too dangerous for us to go alone.
Let's ask Menek. He should be able to sneak us in.
Dobra,
Sounds
dobra.
good to me.
Mamy skit pewnie wyjaśniający całą tą koncept magii.
So I get that you perform a certain type of astral arts, but why does your magic look so different from what Renan's use? Is it a different source or something?
I'm not exactly an expert on how Renans cast magic, but we both manipulate astral energy to create it. We just channel that energy in different ways.
Like how you chant your spells, whereas they throw out those weird symbols?
Yeah, and just like how there are different ways to use a sword, there are elemental differences between us too. For example, light is only in Dana, and darkness is only in Rena.
Ah, alright, that makes sense. So let me ask, does that mean you can't use any dark magic at all? Or that they're just more attuned to it?
Basically not at all, since I don't have any dark energy inside my body. There might be an indirect way to tap into it, but I wouldn't know. I didn't learn everything that my family knew about magic, so it's hard for me to say for sure.
Fair enough. Thanks for teaching me all that. I really do appreciate it.
Może w przyszłości będziemy mogli używać mrocznej energii. To gdzie dalej? A, spotkać się z tym. Z Menekiem. Menek. Ten sas człowiek.
So, you made it back in one piece. No promising leads unearthed on this end, I'm afraid. It may take a little longer.
We got our own lead, but it's not good. They're planning to execute Zephyr in the plaza in front of the Snake Eyes headquarters. And soon.
They're going to what? I've never known them to move so fast. They must believe he poses a grave threat.
We have to break him out. We could really use your help.
Not gonna be easy, but I'm sure we can think of something.
No zobaczymy, zobaczymy.
If they're staging it in the plaza, there's bound to be an announcement beforehand. Which means if we can... Snake Eyes! They've got us surrounded!
Damn! I knew we shouldn't have trusted...
Save it! In position, everyone! Repel them!
Use us, Menek. We've got your back.
No. You need to get out of here now.
Walka?
Rinwell, you know what to do.
Underground waterway to the rear. On it.
But...
No discussions. You didn't make it this far for it to end here. We'll be fine. We just have to buy you a little time. I'll send word later. Now get going already.
W takim razie idziemy do podziemi znowu. Co nas czeka?
Beneath the whole city, huh? Pretty clean for a Danon sewer.
Are you sure it's safe down here, Rinwell?
It's our emergency evacuation route, so it should be.
Powinna być.
You sure it's as secret as you think?
We can use this chance to clear the way for Menek and the others when they follow. Let's go. Enemies show up the moment we do. Are we the reason for it?
We can puzzle over it later. We gotta run.
Tak, Pilskit.
As if it wasn't weird enough getting into the city through that hole. Why are there so many passages like this around Sisloden? And it doesn't seem like the Snake Eyes use them to get around without being detected either.
Yeah, they don't look like ruins. Do you have any idea, Rinwell?
These passages are sewers. They're underground so the water doesn't freeze, but they're not really unusual in big cities like this one.
Really?
Mhm.
Is there nothing like these back in Calaglia?
Not as far as I know. In Calaglia, anything they wanted to get rid of, like waste or garbage, was simply burned. Including the bodies of dead slaves. I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe it was another way of getting astral energy out of them.
Możliwe, możliwe.
Sorry,
Bo to ognista
that took a dark turn, didn't it?
energia. Rest... Small czy tiny będzie mniejsze? Nie wiem. Ale weźmiemy sobie Atak up. O! A co my tu mamy? Increase attack and elemental attack strength while the effect from cooking are active. Dla Shio. Spoko. Advantages nie masz. Shion. To concentrate bym wziął, ale nie wiem. Szczerze. Weak point damage. W sumie ten magic charge to będzie dobre. Bo i tak używamy tego sporo, tego magic charge. To weźmiemy. A na dzisiaj już będziemy kończyć. Zobaczymy co jest w tych ściekach dalej. No i co? Cześć, miłego dnia i bye bye.